3 out of 10. Man, this one sucked! When it comes to a good Nintendo Direct, there has to be solid input on both the first-party side and the third-party side as well. If there's not a lot on the first-party side, then there's the third party to look to. And if there's not a lot on the third-party side, then there's the first party to look to. So what happens when both sides neither put in any good effort? Well, you get this. Yeah, this Direct sucked alright. Don't get me wrong, there's still some good stuff that was shown, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. I'm not going to cover every smaller game that was shown off like I usually do, because it was either A, a really obscure RPG, B, a really obscure farm game, C, a pixel art game that has a really obscure gimmick to it, D, a pixel art version of an RPG or farm game, or E, whatever the crap Spy X Anya Operation Memories was. What on earth is that garbage? Instead, I'm just going to be saying my opinions on my top 5, actually we'll make that 6 new things that were officially shown off for Switch here first at this Direct. First, in the number 6 spot is Another Code Recollection, which is a brand new game in a series I've never heard of before, but hey, some people like it, so I'm all for it. I'm not picking this one up though, these type of detective games don't appeal to me. Number 5 is Princess Peach Showtime, not getting this one either. Not because it looks like a girly game, but because it doesn't look that impressive. I am happy for the people excited for this game though. Number 4 is Mario vs. Donkey Kong, a remake of the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong game for the Game Boy Advance from 2004. You know, I'm not one to fully put my hope in rumors, but it was really disappointing when I was hearing about a new Donkey Kong game and Nintendo gives us this. Like, come on Nintendo, ask any DK or even Mario fan and they'd say they would much rather have a brand new Donkey Kong game than a remake of the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong game. I just really hope Nintendo doesn't forget about my boy DK. The man deserves more. Honestly though, this game looks solid, and I may consider putting this game in my wishlist. But you can forget about me buying this game, Nintendo, if you make it full price. That would be a cheap move. Number 3 is the 6th and final wave for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Do you ever think it's weird we're getting DLC for a game that's a port of a Wii U game that includes all of the DLC? Anyway, what we are getting looks really good. I'm so happy they brought back Diddy Kong and the funky monkey himself, Funky Kong. Pauline is cool too, glad she's included. They also showed off one of the new courses, being Daisy Circuit. It's a pretty good track that I actually have a lot of memories playing on the Wii. Well, maybe not a lot of memories, I was always more of a Maple Tree Way or Coconut Mall guy. Number 2 is the Tomb Raider Trilogy Remastered. Even though it's late to the party, I'm glad we can finally play some Tomb Raider on Switch. I hear this trilogy rocks. I'm also really happy they included an option to toggle the graphics from the remastered ones to the original. This one's definitely going into the wishlist, and depending on the reviews though, I am heavily considering buying it.
And for the final number 1 announcement shown off, drumroll please.
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is getting a remaster on Switch. This is awesome. I'm so happy that an amazing game that has been grounded to the GameCube is finally being able to be played on Switch. The only Paper Mario game I personally ever played was Sticker Star, and that was from borrowing it from a friend a really long time ago. But I still enjoyed it, and I'm still looking forward to this game. I am happy that Paper Mario fans are finally getting something that they really want, especially considering that Origami King wasn't received the greatest. I'm real hyped for this game to come out. It looks good.
Hey, if you thought that was a good announcement, then why are you giving the overall review of this Direct a 3 out of 10?
Because if it weren't for this game, this Direct would have gone a 2. Think back to the February Direct. So many fantastic games were shown off and not one of them looked like shovelware. While practically half of the games shown off in this Direct looked like those free games you could get off the App Store. Like, look at this. Unicorn Overlord. Do you expect me to be hyped for another fantasy medieval RPG coming to Switch? Especially with a crap name like that? I don't care if this is coming from Atlas. I'm sick and tired of my Nintendo Directs being filled with nothing but half-assed looking RPGs, farm games, and free-to-plays. And this one was chocked full of them. So yeah, Nintendo, this Direct sucked, and I hope you do a better one for the February or March one next year. I look forward to seeing you improving. And that is why this Nintendo Direct is getting the score of 3 out of 10. Just a big hop heap of disappointment and shovelware. What a complete waste of 40 minutes.